Nadia Bellafronte, 27, and a teacher. I tried to work out in high school when I wasn't doing any sports, and I hated it because it just felt boring. Went to college and played rugby on a whim, and that's when my working out actually started, I'd say. So yeah, college was probably when the real beginning of it was. Some girls knocked on my door freshman year and told me that the rugby coaches were hot. And I was like, they were like, come to practice. And I was like, nah. They're like, come on. It's like, okay. So I went, and tackling people was really fun. And I ended up not being bad at it and then being pretty good at it. So I just kind of stuck with it. And then it was after kind of the first game when I've never felt so physically drained in my entire life, but in the best way. And that's, I think, where the kind of addiction to it comes from, is that you don't realize how much you like to feel, I don't want to say like to feel beat up, but kind of a little bit. So yeah. I need it at the end of a work day. I work with kids all day, and by the end of my work day, my tank is on empty. I don't have any left in me to give, and coming here kind of feels like it resets it. I've learned to not sit on the couch when I go home though, because that's game over. But get home from work really quick, change, and hop right over here, and it kind of just fills me back up for the next day. I've figured out the few days that I haven't gone to the gym before going to work again the next day, I just don't feel all there again. Some days you come here and there really is nothing in the tank and you just kind of go through the motions, but even just going through the motions feels better than sitting on the couch and ruminating and all of the nonsense of your day, whereas this gives you at least something else to, it gives your brain a break in a different way. Probably my commitment to it. Joined with you guys randomly. Came in knowing no one, found you guys on Yelp and was like, why not? And I started with, I think, 1 day a week. And within the next couple of weeks, I was up to 2 and then 3 and then 4. And it's been 3 solid years. And I think the only times I don't come 4 days a week is when I'm legitimately on vacation. I mean, I'm proud of the PRs and all that stuff that I've gotten, but finding a place where I can be consistent probably is my most proud moment. The people and the coaches, not just the coaches. The community here helps because I feel like it's really easy to make friendships within the gym, and that makes you want to go more too, because you see your friends when you're there. You're not just, well, I'm not just quiet and working out. Vince might disagree with that. That, and then having coaches that kind of invest in you and know you. I know pretty much at any point if there is something on the board that I know I'm going to have an issue with, before I even bring it up to a coach, they're usually like, you can do this instead, or try this, or whatever. And having coaches that kind of know you makes a difference too. You don't just feel like another person going through the flow with everything. To stick with it, I remember my first class. You know how much I hate running. Hate it. Did I ever tell you this story? It was my first class with you guys ever. You had done my on-ramp, you weren't there. Workout had 4 400-meter runs. And I looked at it and I was like, I was too late. I was there, I can't go home now. And I was mortified that I had to do this with people that I don't know and they're gonna watch me die. That was gonna be the end of it. Someone immediately introduced themselves when I was in the class. She was super bubbly and was like, it's gonna be fine, you're gonna be great. And then we go on the run and turns out she doesn't run either. So I was so we're trying to run and she's like, it's okay, you can walk, you just gotta walk fast. And I was like, okay. And she had been going for years. So I felt a lot better that there was someone who that wasn't her strength either, but she could stay consistent with it. Having that little you just have to make it to the point where you realize everyone kind of sucks at something and everyone's really good at something. And it's okay if you feel like you aren't the best at a lot of stuff. Because then one day you find that one thing that you're really good at and you're like, I got it. I can keep going. So just don't stop going. I don't know, you kind of expect a gym like this to be, I feel from the outside it can be really intimidating, but knowing that there are a bunch of people in here that also just, there are certain things where they're like, nah, not my thing, but they can still compete with the best of them as far as keeping up with everyone in class. It's just, we all have our weaknesses. eat ungodly amounts of protein per Dan, per the wizard.
Get that protein.
Gotta get that protein.